Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hit me. Woo! I mean, like, we can pull that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thoughts and harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yo, what is going on, peeps? We are back in the damn building. Guys, as always, you know, we like to start off the stream with making sure that you guys smashing that like button, you're sharing, and you're subscribing to the damn channel. So, back here with another match reaction. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth versus Liverpool at the Vitality. Is it the Vitality? Yeah, I'm sure it's called the Vitality. Apologies if I'm wrong. 2-0 victory, as you guys can, of course, see on the screens at the moment. Yeah, listen, look, I caught the second half of the game. I just saw the highlights just now of the first half of the match. And then, yeah, obviously, I caught the full second half. I mean, weird one, innit? Weird one. I said this, you know, I said this to the guys in the group chat, and I tweeted it out, and I said, you know, I rate the fact that Liverpool, and again, just my personal opinion, I rate the fact that Liverpool don't necessarily have to play well in order for them to be able to get these victories and make it look so clean when they come out of it. It's almost like daylight robbery at times. Now, not that we're that lucky in terms of, oh, we're just lucky. It's not that, because we, in my opinion, we've done it quite a lot this season. You know, I've seen quite a lot of these performances where I thought, yeah, they didn't really play that well, did we? But then we walk away 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, you know, them kind of victories. And you sit there and think, how? Like, I'm trying to piece it together. And listen, but it's like, I think it's like what I always say, which is quality in the end will always kind of prevail. You know, when you've got that X factor in your team, and obviously, you know, when you got my guy Mo Salah, you know what I mean? When you've got him, 20th goal in the Premier League this season, you know, when he's doing the things that he does, and again, the second goal, by the way, brilliant, absolutely fantastic finish, you know, from Mohamed Salah, just curled it into the back of the net. And I thought he was kind of, I want to say poor. He just, I don't know what word I can use for that performance, but it was, for me, a typical Mo Salah performance. Walked away with 2 goals, didn't really do nothing really that much in terms of being involved in the game in itself. I know Allison, I think he praised Mohamed Salah's, you know, work rate in the game and stuff like that, and I can give him that. You know what I mean? I can say, you know, 𝐒𝐁𝐄 didn't really get too involved, you know, going forward and stuff like that. You know, he found it kind of difficult, in my opinion, anyway. It's in that second half more so, in terms of really trying to affect the game. But what I will say is, I did like the way that Bournemouth played. I felt that, you know, in the second half especially, I just felt like they just upped the intensity levels. And I think that almost, whether it just shocked Liverpool or whether we were just almost trying to reserve energy, I don't know, it was weird. It was like they were having all the intensity, and, you know, they were having a few chances. Obviously, we know, you know, 𝐒𝐈𝐊𝐿 missing when he should really be scoring from there, especially someone who's been, you know, in the form that he's kind of been in. But then they didn't score that, and then you start to think, okay, fair enough. You know, Liverpool will go up the other end and do this, that, and the third. And it didn't really happen in that second half. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really see that. I like, personally, I didn't see a good second half. Now, like I said, I only saw the highlights of that first half, so I just need people to understand that before everyone starts having a fit about it. But I just felt, watching that second half, basing it just on that, I would say, yeah, I don't think Liverpool deserve to get the victory. But I've said this how many times in how many games this season, it does get to a point now where even I myself have to sit back and just take a breath and just think, you know what? This is enough. Like, this is enough for them to be able to go out there and win these games. This is enough for Liverpool to be able to, you know, get through some of these trickier, would I say, fixtures, you know, against some of these sides. You know, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, you know, these teams are difficult, you know. You know what I'm saying? They're not easy to play, especially this season. They're not easy. So to walk away and not get a defeat, you know what I mean? It means a lot, you know, in terms of the grand scheme of things. And after a while, once you're like, if you only do it once, you're like, okay, yeah, fair enough, it's just one of them. But I feel like we've had a lot of these performances where you're like, everyone's always usually saying, oh, this is the sign of champions, this is the sign of champions, this is the sign of champions. And I'm like, I don't know what champions that I remember. Definitely not Manchester City, but maybe if you go back before then, you could maybe say a season of Manchester United, maybe a season of Chelsea, and I don't even think so with Chelsea too tough. Maybe Manchester United purely because of obviously the longevity of their kind of success, so you could potentially use them as an example. But yeah, I feel like it's almost every other week that's a sign of champions, like because the performance isn't that good, but you walk away with a victory. I'm like, you know what? I've said it already in terms of like the quality of the league. And listen, I don't personally care. I just want to get a league title because I just want to be able to stunt with 2 league titles at this current moment in time, right? So, of course, in the grand scheme of things, I don't actually care. But when I do look at like the quality overall, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like the fact that we can be, in my opinion, not that good performance-wise, but keep walking away with victories. I don't know. It speaks volumes for me. You know, it does show me quite a lot when I look at it on the face of it. But again, like I said, I don't actually care because we're living now and in the moment, and I just want to get the trophies. I just want to get the league title at the end of the day, come the end of the season. So yeah, at this moment in time, I'm not that bothered. But yeah, if we're just talking performances, yeah, I wasn't really too impressed. But again, it's like the purist in me was not impressed, but the football fan in me was like, man, I don't even care. Just take those 3 points and then we bounce, and then everyone, is absolutely good to go. I think best player on the pitch, I think for me was Virgil van Dijk. From what I saw anyway, yeah, this guy was out here doing no look passes and that. Like it was crazy. It was crazy, man. Virgil. I don't know what more to really say about this guy. This guy is he's a menace, man. He's an absolute menace. He's doing things, that probably you didn't think a centre back could and would do, in terms of he makes it just look super easy. Like, I know they're probably, if you go back to commentary and stuff like that, they'll probably say, yeah, maybe Rio in his time or John Terry or whatever. But he definitely, for me, just makes everything look so freaking easy. Like it's actually mad. It's actually mad when I actually come to think of it. But listen, it is what it is, and that's just kind of like a typical Virgil kind of performance, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, everyone else, McAllister, yeah, felt, lucky. Not lucky, no, he wasn't lucky to stay on because I didn't think it was a second yellow, but very good decision by Slot in terms of taking him off, because you could see referee started to get a little bit card happy in that set, especially the start of the second half. Woof, straight away. Again, I didn't. Only watching the highlights of that first half, I don't know, was the intensity like that in the first half? Of course, you people in the chat, let me know. Was it like that in order for him to think, listen, second half, I'm not having none of it. If you make certain challenges, then, you'll get carded for it. I don't know. But yeah, he just felt like he was just very card happy in that second half. But yeah, I did think, he deserved to get the yellow and he deserved to, to come off, because then I felt like, you're on a tightrope at this current moment in time, Gravenberch, I thought, was good in the game. Nice little bits of play from Gravenberch. There was that little pirouette that he did, which was really, really good. Robbo, only basically second half, I guess. I know a lot of people were talking about Robbo and Trent. So yeah, for me, second half, they were just like Trent more so in terms. Robbo wasn't really doing, like, there wasn't really much going on down at his side of the pitch in terms of Bournemouth attacking. But Trent, I kind of felt sorry for him, because at some points in the game, you started to see Huijsen, he was spraying long passes out to that side, trying to get Semenyo in the game, trying to, almost double up, or, on him, on that side. And I know he had to obviously come off, for Connor Bradley, but they were trying to exploit in that second half. Again, not saying for the first half. In the second half, it felt like they were trying to exploit, down his side of the pitch. And Robbo didn't really have much to do, in my personal opinion, down that side. Ali, really, really good saves he made in the game. I was impressed with the saves that he made. That save from a 𝐒𝐃𝐃 could have been an own goal. Really quick reactions to be able to get down there. Thought that was really good. 𝐒𝐃𝐃, okay. I didn't really think much of him. Szoboszlai, he's very frustrating at times. Very, very frustrating. Was getting himself into good positions, into good moments, and just couldn't materialize. Gakpo, again, okay. Diaz, again, okay. And Salah, I thought, meaty to okay. Wasn't really anything to kind of, gloat about when it came to, Mo Salah. But even speaking about Mo Salah, before I head on out of here, listen, man, 20 Premier League goals. This guy, you know, he's done it 17, 18, 18, 19, 21, 22, you know, 2021. This, like, come on, man. Like, at the moment, obviously, you can see here, obviously, in terms of the goal scorers and stuff like that. I mean, he's moving up past Frank Lampard now, obviously, past Thierry Henry the other day. He's coming up close to Sergio Aguero now, you know, and of course, Andrew Cole. Let's see how many goals he can get, you know, between now and the end of the season. I'll be interested. Can he reach Andy Cole's kind of record before, you know, before he potentially leaves Liverpool? Who knows? Of course, we don't want to see him leave Liverpool, but, you know, that's one of the things. Rooney, Harry Kane. Yeah, these are numbers that I feel, if he obviously extends an extension, then yeah, I feel like these are going to be numbers. Let's put it this way. He ain't beating Shearer. I know that for a fact. I cannot see that unless he does a madness and just hits 30 for the next like 3-4 years or whatever it is. But yeah, let's put it this way. Right now, catch Andrew Cole, see where you're at by that time. Let's see. In fact, who knows? You might even end the season and you're ahead of Andy Cole. I don't know. I don't know how the season's going to end, you know, for someone like Mo Salah. But yeah, I think all in all, it was a typical Salah performance and it was a typical Liverpool performance, in my personal opinion. Like, from me, from how I have judged Liverpool this season, this felt very typical. Felt very like, oh yeah, same kind of performance. Not really that good. Get the victory. Got better players. Got the quality. Quality will always hurt in these kind of moments, and then we kind of move, you know, from there. But let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Like I said, people, like, give me your extensive thoughts. Who you think played well? Who do you think, you know, you're not really happy with? I mean, there was no Nunes, obviously started off the bench, obviously from being ill the other day. No Chiesa in the squad as well. I know he played 90 minutes the other day, but I believe he's going to be back for the FA Cup game potentially. That was very interesting. I did at least it, but maybe because he hasn't played that much football, I don't know. Maybe Slot's obviously spoken about it again. I've not listened to any of the press conferences, you know, to know. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.